Yeah, I have a battle today. First time in a long time with Froslad, so let's just get into this. I'll lead off with my Heatran, and he starts harassing me with this Persian, which is going to continue to do this throughout the whole game. So I switch out into my Mesprit, even though I should have known he was going to U-turn, but whatever. Mesprit still survived, no matter. So he brings out this Carnivine, which is hilarious because I have a Carnivine too. So I T-wave it, and it leech seeds me. Now I'm pretty stubborn, and I don't really feel like switching out. So I say in and say, hey, I'm gonna compete with this thing, and I'm gonna ice beam it, and it did pretty good damage. And then I saw a stockpile, which means the next one's not gonna kill it, which means it's gonna be really annoying, which means my Mesprit might die. But whatever, I didn't really care. I was just hell bent on taking this thing out, so it really didn't matter to me. So now I go for a second Ice Beam, which does still pretty solid damage, if I don't say so myself. And then he Power Whips me, and it does a shitload. Well, of course, my Mesprit is special defense bulky, so I don't really expect it to do anything less. So I get seeded, which is horrible. And my Mesprit's about to die, but I decide to Ice Beam anyway and just kill it, which is awesome. So now I figure the Persian's gonna come back out and try to harass me, and this kitty just sucks ass. I hate this thing. So I switch back into my Heatran to take the fake out, and he U-turns, and that's not gonna do anything. And I'm just trying to give my Heatran some time to just wake up, which would be awesome. And he doesn't wake up, and then he doesn't wake up again. I was just trying to explode, which would have helped me a lot. And then he earthquakes me, and I have a Shuka berry, so I'm not sure if I could survive or not. But then I land up surviving with 9 HP, but I don't wake up, so that was really pointless, and Heatran gets completely wasted and did absolutely nothing but sleep. So I bring out my Vaporeon, and I know he's going to be scared of an Ice Beam, so he's going to switch out to a Steel type, which is not anything surprising. It's just that this thing is super annoying. See, I go for a Surf, and he goes for a Charge Beam. I never seen this thing with a Charge Beam in my life. I'm not even going to lie. Never seen it with it in my life. So this thing is going to get really gay on me and start pain splitting, which once I saw, I was like, shit, I really can't defend against that. So alright, so I figured I'd just keep surfing away. I figured I'd do a pretty decent amount of damage. And then he just charge beams again, which this is doing absolutely nothing to me at all. And then he gets the special attack raise, which really isn't a big deal, because I doubt even with a special attack raise it'd be able to do too much to me. But then I surf again, and I don't know why I surfed, but I did. And he pain splits, which I should have saw coming. And there you go. Now my Vaporeon is pretty close to dying. So I say, hey, why not? Let me go for the wish. It's pretty safe. And yeah, my Vaporeon does not have protect, so this is going to not be a stall war because he gets a crit right there. And I'm like, damn. Oh well. Vaporeon was gonna die anyway, so it really didn't matter. So I switch out, probably use it as fodder later. So he goes for a charge beam on my Kingdra, who comes in and then gets the wish back. So yeah, so I substitute now, which because I'm pretty sure the charge beam couldn't break my sub, and he misses it anyway. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go for a Dragon Dance, and I hope to set up for the sweep. It was a pretty good idea at first, kind of. I was hoping at least. And he gets a crit, and I was like, that probably didn't matter because this guy is just really random. It's like I can't even predict what his moveset is gonna be. So it was just really just attack and see what happens. And he ice beams me, and I see that it would have broken my sub anyway, so I really wasn't complaining. So now he switches out to a Milotic, which is super gay, I might add. and he just takes the waterfall like a champ. So I decided to outrage, which is great because I figured it would kill, but it doesn't because my low tick is really, really bulky and is a bitch. So yeah, he ice beams me, and that really does nothing. So the outrage is gonna kill him, and now the kitty is just gonna come back in and be really annoying and end this sweep. See, because I get confused, but then I'll snap out of it with the lumberry, so that's pretty not that messed up. But then he fake outs, and that's kind of gay because now I die. So I bring back in my Vaporeon, and I don't know why I thought he could take a U-turn. That's probably me just saying, hey, that's the only chance I'm gonna have to switch this guy in. So, okay. So he brings back out this metal asshole, and I bring out my Mesprit, who is surprisingly still alive. And I Thunderbolt, which kills it, which is awesome. So now I wait to see, and I'm pretty sure the kitty's gonna come back in just one more time. So I switch out to my Carnivine to take the fake out. Took it okay, I guess. And he makes a mistake by not U-turning and just switches out. So I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. I make pretty bad plays up to this point too. Like this Carnivine just doesn't do anything at all because I kind of fucked it up. So I Leech Seed on his T-Wave. So yeah, so I'm gonna be getting some health back, which is awesome. And I knew he'd switch, but I didn't know the what. I was figuring the Altaria come back out, but I had nothing for it anyway, so I might as well just Power Whip and see what damage I could do. And he fakes out, and then I know the U-turn is coming, so I just take it and hope that he takes it pretty well. And he does. It doesn't do too much. This is pretty good amount of damage, I guess. So he comes back out with the Hypno, and I get paralyzed. That was depressing. So now he's gonna Psychic me, and I'm going to get paralyzed again, which is depressing. And now I just make a bad play because I thought he'd probably just switch out anyway or do something creative, but instead he just goes for the Psychic, which is a smart move. But I was probably on crack while battling this guy, so you know I kind of deserve that. And then he Psychics me, and I'm gone. So that's pretty sad. So I bring out my Nidoking, which is pretty much my last hope to winning this game. And the Mega Horn on the Altaria isn't really going to do much. So, yeah. But I do have Stone Edge, which is awesome, and is going to just destroy and rape the Altaria, which is just great. So now, it's pretty much Nidoking against everybody. And now the cat comes back out and is really annoying. So he fakes out, and I flinch. I was hoping for the poison there, and I went for the Sucker Punch. I don't know why, because I figured he'd go for the Hypnosis, but it doesn't even matter, because he would have been faster than me anyway. But then he goes for the return, and then I get the poison, which is awesome. So now I have a plan. This is my plan. I switch out to my Mesprit and hope that he can survive a hit, and he does. And now I think I could really wall this thing unless it has Seismic Toss. So I'm pretty happy. I'm feeling pretty confident about myself. But he gets the Psychic, and he gets the crit. And whatever. That's just pretty much saying fuck my life. So I try to go for a Mega Horn, and I don't wake up. But then he gets paralyzed, so I go for the Mega Horn again, and I really wake up, and then I KO the Hypno. But because of Life Orb, yeah, I get KO too. So we both kind of die, which brings this to a draw. So a good battle, Froslad.